Today I'm going to show you how to find oral histories on the Stanford Oral History Program website. To start with, you should go to this URL, thehistoricalsociety.stanford.edu. From there, click on the Discover History button and the Oral History button on the left side. From here, you can see information about the program, you can explore the collection, or you can even suggest an interview. You can also see a link to a number of projects that we've been working on. If I click on this link, I can look at interviews based on projects, such as the athletics project, and see all the interviews that have been done for the athletics project. If I go back, I can see featured oral histories and also recent additions to the collection. If I click on Explore the Collection, I see all the oral histories in order of deposit. So these are the newest oral histories that have been deposited. We also have an advanced search feature where you can search based on keyword, department, interview year, by format, audio, video, or transcript, and by project. You can see all of our projects from the drop-down menu below. As an example, let's look for interviews done with professors of history. If I search history, you'll see a number of interviews done with professors from the history department. Now let's look at an oral history with Professor Nan Cohan. I'm going to search using the keyword, and I'm just going to use her last name. She's done 2 interviews, but I'm going to look at the most recent one. From here, you can see there's 2 buttons, one for access audio and one for access the transcript. Let's start with the audio button. This takes us to the Stanford Digital Repository, where all of our interviews are deposited. The first thing you'll see is a media player. A media player will allow you to listen to the interview. You can simply click on the play button right here. If there are multiple audio files, you'll see 3 little dots down here. If you click on the dots, you'll be able to switch between the audio files. You'll also notice a little number 3 down here. This gives you the opportunity to download the audio files and to also download a PDF of the transcript. I'll show you another way to view the transcript in a minute. Below the media player, you'll see access and conditions, which tell you what the rights are for the interview. You'll also see a description that describes what the interview holds. In this case, 2 audio files and a text file and a photograph. It'll also give you information about who is involved in creating the interview and a brief abstract of what the interview covers. You'll also see some subjects listed, and you'll see a big summary of all of the topics that were included in the interview to give you an idea of what you can look for. Below that, you'll see a link to the transcript, a digital reader of the transcript, and a finding aid for the entire oral history program collection. Let's go back and look at the transcript button that we saw earlier. If I click on the transcript, I see a nice transcript reader here. Below that is all the same information as we saw in the audio page. The digital reader for the transcripts is a little hard to understand, but it's also very powerful. I'm going to make it full screen just to make it a little bit easier to see. I can adjust the view using this little thumbnail right here and view the pages as a single page, as a book, or as a gallery. I can also choose whether or not I want to have thumbnails, but I'm going to keep them off for now. You can also have the option to share or download pages. You can use these buttons right here to do so. On the sidebar, there are a number of little buttons. First, there's one that just tells you a brief overview. It's basically all the things that you've already seen. There's also information about the copyright, the sidebar with images, but you can also search things. So for this example, let's look for the word choir. And it will show you all the places in which Professor Cohan talks about being in the choir. I hope this video has helped you to find your oral history and learn a little bit about how to use the collection.